it's Melody Lane, and I thought I need to get a craft video out, and I don't even know what I'm going to do. I have some other ideas for some things, but I need a video for tomorrow, not later. So I thought in my mind I'll do one of my step cards and make it a Christmas card. But then I came to Design Space, and look what I saw. I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to make one of these. Look at all these cute things. Love them. I've been wanting to make these snowmen ever since I saw them, and I haven't. But then I saw this. I don't know if this is new today or when this came up. Elf yourself. Yes, thank you. I will. So I just clicked on that. It says I'm subscribed. So I don't know if you have to own the subscription. I'm not sure where these pieces came from. We're going to go ahead and click Customize, because I'm going to add the picture in this way so it just all prints together. Look at how cute this is. So excited. Okay, I'm going to upload an image. It's going to be a basic image. And I'm going to make one of George. Look at that picture. Love it. He's going to be a sticking out the tongue. And I am going to zoom in and clean him up a little. I just took this picture off Facebook and did a screenshot. He has no idea I'm doing this. This doesn't even have to be that cleaned up perfectly, because he's going to be wearing the hat. Could even give him pointy ears right here, like an elf. I think that's all going to be covered up. Okay, that's bad. Okay, let's clean this up a little more. I just cut his head. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's try this one. George. Okay, I'm going to click it here. It's our image. Okay, this is not a very clear image because it was so small of an image. Oh, how funny. I'm going to move this back. Make it smaller. Make it a little bigger. Make it a little bigger. There we go. It just looks so funny. It's not supposed to look real, right? That is hilarious. Okay. Bring this to the top. So that will fit on there. So I'm going to put this face on here and attach it to that. And then this will go on top. And I want to measure this so this hat fits on there perfectly, so I know that's exactly where I want it. I know this top of his collar does not fit him right, but I want to fit his head right. Maybe I need to move his head up. There, that's better. I think that's good. You guys think so? Okay, so we're gonna grab this, and actually, I'm just gonna put a box around all of it and click flatten. There. Now it's gonna print just like that. Bring that to the front. There. Okay, we don't need to duplicate those. Whoops, I just hit duplicate. Delete. Delete. And so there it goes. There's the two sets that will be, and we're going to print and continue. I wonder if it'll let me without. Yeah, print it. I want it from the Epson. Okay. Okay, that's print. Okay, I'm going to go cut this out now. Gotta go turn on my Explorer. It's downstairs. Now, Elaine, and I am showing you how to make the Make It Now Elf Yourself, or Yourself the Elf. Thought it said Elf Yourself, and now I'm looking at it, it says Yourself the Elf. Well, whatever. It says it only takes 30 minutes. Well, reading the directions 5 times over and over, I am much more of a visual person, and I hate reading directions. I like to figure things out for myself, but I tried to follow the directions. I did follow the directions after reading them a million times. So this is my first one I made. I've made 2 already, and then I'm going to show you how to make the third. Hopefully the third will be better, because they're getting better as they go. So this is Ken the Elf, and I'm not real happy with the string, and that's nobody's fault but the string, because this string is a little thicker, and it has like a waxy film on it. I really should have used a different string. I didn't really have any, but I did find this green one that is a different brand. It doesn't have waxy. It's a little bit thinner, and it works so much better. So when you're making this, try to use thinner string and not like a waxy coating on the string, okay? But other than that, I think it's okay. I put the foot on backwards twice. I took a photo of it, noticed in the photo the foot was behind it. So I fixed it and put the foot behind it again. So that is something you have to watch out for. Just make sure you have everything set where you need it. And I'll show you how I do that. And then this one is me. And when you're putting the brads on the bottom, I folded all my brads in the little things because they stuck out further than the paper. And I'll show you how I did that when I make George. You might not even want to put them down here. These are little bell brads, so I thought they were so cute on the shoes. But if you don't put these brads on tight enough, then the feet will hang down like that. So these I put on real tight. All these brads are looser. This string does work a little better. See when I hold it up. See? It works pretty good. It's it cute? And I think it's fun to use fun pictures. Oh, look, she crossed her legs, her feet. But I think these are a lot of fun. I'm actually thinking you could make them smaller and like hang them on the tree. Okay, let's get started. We're gonna make a George. There's his picture. It's so funny. Okay, but first we start with this, and I'm gonna make things easier than the directions say. I didn't do on Ken. Put these even. I didn't even think about that. I was just putting holes in the shoulders. Put them even. The hole punch. They're pretty even. Maybe if I make a file for this for my Patreons, I will try to add holes so you don't have to punch them. You can do them yourself. Now, what I like to do is put everything down how they go. These legs. And then these. I find the rounded part I like at the knee. And they will go underneath there. And then the arms. When you're doing more than one, I cut out all these pieces before I even put them together. Make sure you don't get the pieces mixed up and have two left hands or two right hands like I did. Oh, actually, those go down here. You put the thicker part near the top. And now I'm going to punch the holes. And make sure your feet, you don't have two left feet or two right feet when you're cutting out more than these. The top of the arms have two holes. Like that. And a hole at the bottom for the elbow. And an elbow here. And an elbow here. And I'm going to put this up here. Then we also need two holes at the top of the leg. One goes for a string to go through, one for a brad, and at the knee. Okay, so we got all our holes in. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put the body together of the arms and the legs, not the whole body yet. So you just stick the you just stick the brad through, and because that sticks out further than the paper, what I do is I just kind of pinch it with my fingernail and bend it back in. That actually might be too tight. If it's too tight, it won't flap. You want it to like swing, be able to swing back and forth. Okay. And then these put the sock underneath the top of the leg. And I have little bell brads that I'm using for the feet. Not quite sure where I got these. I don't remember. And these you want to make tighter so the brads, or so the feet don't hang totally down. There. So they're a little bit better. Remember, shoes go on the outside. And I'm going to push this down here a little bit to get it tighter. Okay, now let's put these on. Now, when we put these on, these are going to go behind it, and the brad is going to go through the second hole. So it's going to go through the bottom hole here, not this top one. We're going to do the same thing, bending these in. Well, actually, I don't think I have to on the one. So, same thing on the other leg. Make sure you're putting the legs the same direction. You're not putting this one on the other one. Or the feet would be pointing in, but wouldn't that be cute? Now, don't do what I just did, putting the brad in the wrong way. Okay. So now we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to put the brad through the bottom hole, not the top one. And this is taking me less than 30 minutes. Well, I did already have all these cut out. And now that I know how to do it, but the first one, reading directions, it did take me a while. Like, what are you supposed to do? It was the string tying thing that messed me up, and I didn't put 2 holes in here. They're not always clear instructions. Okay. We got that part just about done. I didn't have any more green sparkly brads. I did on this one. I like the green ones better. You can use any brads. I do have Christmas tree brads, but I thought those would kind of look funny. Okay, now the part that took me a while to figure out. They tell me you need 2 22-inch pieces of string. So I used 2 on the first one. I kept cutting stuff off. The knots, it was too much string, but again, it was the waxy film string and it was not the best string. So we're going to put one end of the string through the top hole in the shoulder and then through the other hole in the other shoulder. And then we're going to tie a knot. We're going to make it a big loop circle. So we're just going to tie a knot. This might be too big of a circle. Oh, one thing they do not tell you in the directions that I have found very helpful: washi tape. Put washi tape down. I don't want to put it on the string. Because when you put your string in, your arms and legs need to be straight down. So, sorry, Elf, we're going to have to strap you to the table. Okay, so now what we're going to do is put the string through the hole of the legs. I think with my first elf, I did not tape these down, and I spent about 20 minutes trying to keep these down, trying to tie knots. It's almost like I needed another person here to help me hold him. But I'm here alone right now. So I went to another loop around here, and then I'm going to tie another knot here. There we go. Oh, let me go ahead and put need to put foam tape. This is my close to my heart tape. I like it because you can just rip it. And you put it on either side here, like on each side of the belt. And to make everything move properly, you need 2 layers of this. So rip that off. Put another layer down. Okay, now the restraints come off. Whoops. Okay, they say to put this on like this, but I kind of like to see the front of it. So I'm going to put this down like this. And before you put them down, you can test it. And line the belts up. And get the hand out of there. And there's our George. Yay. Look at his face. Oh, we're not done. We gotta put the hat on. And you can put a pom-pom on his hat. They do suggest that. I do have lots of even glittery pom-poms, but they're in the garage because I haven't moved everything in yet. And we got to put our jingle bell. This is a package of little jingle bells I got. I'm not sure. Make It Christmas. Is this at Joann's or Hobby Lobby or Michael's? It's at one of those places. I think in Hobby Lobby, actually. Not quite sure, but they probably sell them at every craft store. And look at the end of your string. Twist it and stick it in there. And then tie this in a knot. Tie in a knot again. Cut the excess off. There. Okay, I see no reason why they had a cut to 22-inch strings. This foot needs to be tightened up. I think I would suggest to just glue the foot on. I think I might do that anyway. Isn't it so cute? Now we're all elfing together. How much fun is that? right, guys. Thanks for watching so much. And here's a shout out to a few of my supporters on Patreon. I really appreciate you guys. Diane from Royal Scrapbooking Retreats, Sharon Pugula, Colleen Sergudson, Sherry Kirkland, Donna Wright, Stephanie Chu, Sherry Olson, Susan Peters, Gail Quava, Esther Carver, Crystal Murhead, Lorena Martinez, Tracy Norred, and Jenny Rodriguez. Thank you guys. Love you. Bye.